All right, guys, let's get ready for some energy flow. We'll do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of Pilates. I want to incorporate a little bit of weights in with that. If you don't have some light handheld weights, you all know that water bottles look pretty good. Hopefully not the ones that you can squeeze into. Maybe buy some Fiji just for your workout. Now, seriously, if you don't have some free weights, you can use either none, you can do this whole workout without any, or you can grab some water bottles or soup cans, anything that's the same weight in each hand. And then you just need a towel. The microfiber towels work really well on a hard surface, and paper plates and frisbees work pretty darn good on a carpeted surface. So, let's get started. We're not going to use the weights to start, but we are going to use the towel for our little slider. I want you to put one foot on the towel with the heel lifted, feet hip distance. You're going to shoot the arms forward, keep the belly in as you slide the leg back. So you know it's back far enough. If this knee is only about over the ankle or the laces of your shoes, if you have shoes on, you don't want it like this, right? So try that a couple times, make sure you've got the distance. And let's go. Let's slide it down. Slide that leg back, keep the abs pulled in. You want to really use your core here to help with your balance. Keep a little bit of pressure into that towel so that when you slide your leg back, the towel doesn't stay back there. It comes with you. Plus it gives you that little extra engagement. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Let's trade it down to the other side. So we're just warming things up. But just a little bit more fun way. It's always fun if you have a few toys, a towel, and some weights for the toys. All right, so let's slide it back and drag it in. Slide it out, drag it in. So as I drag it in, I'm keeping a little bit of pressure into that, and I'm not straightening this leg when I come back up. So I'm not coming up to here. I'm staying low. Staying low. We're gonna do 3 more on this side. 3, 2, and 1, and come all the way back out. Let's use that for just a second. Take a wider stance out. Soften the knees. Take a little tuck to the hips. Pull the belly in. And bring the arms out to the side. So we're going to reach out with our right arm and pull this one in. And we're just going to trade that out. So as you can see, I'm trying to move above my waist, below the rib cage, to move it over. So I'm warming up my abs and my back. Not to mention, we're kind of carving the waist. By engaging all those core muscles, wrapping them in and around. Reach out, reach, and reach. Just put one palm in, just outside the hip, reaching the other one out to the side. Now just bring both arms out to the side and see if you can isolate those ribs up and over the hip. Ribs up and over the hip. You can even kind of push that hip out to the side. So let's do that just a little bit. Isolation. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's heel toe the feet in. Let's take it low. Reach the arms out. We're going to open the arms with a little bend in them, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and when we bring the arms forward, we're going to round the back just a little bit and reach the arms out. At the same time, we're going to tap one foot out, bring it back in under the hips. So out and in. Squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach. You don't have to turn sideways. Just letting you know. Just letting you see. Squeeze and reach. So I'm pulling the abs in. But when I bring my arms back and I'm tapping that foot out to the side, I'm not arching the back. I'm still keeping the abs engaged here. So let's do that 8 more times. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it down to the mat. Forearm plank. That's the symbol for forearm plank. All right. Forearm plank. You can either make fists or you can press the palms into the mat. But either way, before you start, what I want you to do is lift up and out of the shoulders. Act like you're trying to squeeze that mat in between the forearms, like so. You engage the chest. It'll make you pull the abs up and in and make it a lot easier to do your forearm plank. So let's tuck the toe. Let's tuck the other one. Let's bring the eyes out in front of the fingertips. Pull the belly up and in. Stay lifted up and out of your shoulders. And instead of just holding the forearm plank, let's do some tap out. So let's tap it out to the side. Keeping the hips lifted. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the feet mat width. Bring the right forearm a little bit more center. Pull the abs up in. Look out in front of the fingertips. Press that palm into the mat and take your left arm. And we're gonna hold right here. And then we're gonna add a little more fun to that. We're gonna dip the left knee towards the mat and bring it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just palm down, bring the knees down, feet together, knees apart. Walk it back, sink the hips towards the heels for child's pose. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, walk the fingertips out a little farther, bring your chest a little closer to the floor. And then as you take a deep breath in, let's bring it back up to where we were. So, let's do that same thing again. Press the palms into the mat, warrior fist. Lift the belly up and in, engage those elbows towards one another. Tuck the toes. Look out in front of the fingertips, out beyond the edge of your mat. Kind of squeeze the feet, pull the abs up and in. Let's do one more set of tap out. So tap it out just outside of your mat. If you're not using a mat and you just have a towel on your arms, just tap your feet a few inches out to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that wide foot stance in the back. Bring your left palm this time a little bit closer to the center. Pull the belly up and in. You're gonna look out in front of the mat with your fingertips and bring that right arm out the side of your thigh. You're gonna drop the right knee a little, lift up, lift, and lower. And let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down, bring the knees down. Feet together, knees are apart. Sink the seat back towards your heels. Take a deep breath in. And out. As you come back up, let's come to tabletop. Let's do about 3 cat and cow, shall we? Take a deep breath in. Round into cat. Reverse it into cow. Keep the belly, chest up, hips up, eyes up. Round into cat. Reverse into cow. We're going to do that one more time. You should be feeling pretty warmed up about now. So in order to give your arms and shoulders and wrists a little break, but to warm you up just a little bit further, let's do some core work on the mat before we stand it up again and add some weights and slider to that. So forearms, fingers towards the edge of your mat. You're going to stack the legs and a little bend here. So instead of being straight, you look like a wide V. You're going to pick this arm up. You're going to bring the feet up to your hand, lift, and lower to a hover. Lift, lower to a hover. So you're really engaging the core here. Really engaging the core. 3, 4. You can even reach the hand out towards the toes at the same time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're going to do that 3 more times. Then we're going to swing the legs around and do it to the other side. Same setup. Forearms under the shoulder. Fingers are out towards the edge of the mat. A little bend here so you're going wide. V. Reach nice and tall. Stay lifted up and out of your shoulder. Let's go. Let's lift and lower to a hover. Lift, lower to a hover. So control it as you lower it. Don't just drop it. Makes it that much harder to bring them back up. And you're losing 50% of the benefit. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in, round the spine. Let's rock it up. All the way up to stand. We're going to towel for our slider, or if you're on a carpeted surface and you have a paper plate or a frisbee, grab that. All right, we're gonna hold the weight center chest here. We're gonna put that slider towel right under the ball of the foot, keeping the heel lifted. So as I slide the leg back, I'm going to keep the arms out to a diagonal. So I'm not kicking them straight back here. I'm kicking them out to a diagonal. I'm keeping the abs pulled up and in. My eyes are out in front of me. I'm going to pull it back up, keeping them bending low knees. I'm going to repeat that 8 times. 7, 6. Let's get back a little. 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted up and out of the chest, so you're not rounding it. We're going to switch over to the other foot. Another set of 8 here. Start with your hip distance. Soften those knees. Pull the belly in. Slight tuck to the hips. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Don't scrunch them up. And 2. And 1. Trade it back to the other leg. Other foot. You're going to take that leg back. Running arms. Slide back. So running man arms, belly in. Let's go just a little bit quicker than we did on the last one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pull everything up. Let's trade it out to the other side. Quick transition here. Don't overthink the arms. You wouldn't do that if you were running. You wouldn't think about which arm comes forward, so do what comes naturally. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slide that out to the side. We're going to take both weights, or if you have cans or water bottles, you may not be able to hold them on the ends like this, and that's totally fine. You can still hold them in the center. But because I do have lacing for those of you that do, you can hang on to them on the ends. We're going to take that first leg back behind you. You're going to reach these arms out towards the floor. You're going to keep the eyes and chest lifted. Basically, a single leg deadlift. Modified. So you're going to reach out, tap back up. As you tap that toe into the floor, you're squeezing the side of your feet. Squeeze the seat. Squeeze the belly button in. Wrapping your ribcage, engaging your core. Huge here. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's trade it out. Same thing here. Reach the weights to the floor, but not the eyes. Eyes are out in front of you. That will definitely help your balance. You don't have to look out to a far wall, but at least 2 or 3 feet out in front of you on the floor. 4 more times here, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set these down for just a second. I'm going to come back to you next. If you're not on a mat and you just maybe have a big towel out there, you can use that slider towel on your knees if you like. If you're going to do a modified push-up, you're going to do Chaturanga Push-Ups here. So you can modify by cutting your knees, sink the hips to the floor, squeeze the seat, you're going to look forward, squeeze the elbows back towards your heels, and push. So you can do it modified, or for those of you yogis out there who want to do it full plank, rock forward, lower half or down, push it up, push it up. So that's 4, 3, 2, and 1. So untuck the toes, sink the hips back towards the heels, child's pose without the knees going wide this time. And then when you come back up, you're going to keep one knee on the floor, tuck that back toe, extend the leg out. And we'll reach this arm nice and long. We're going to keep the hip lifted and open and elevate that leg. You're going to pull the elbow and knee and extend. So we're going to do 1 set like that. So let's go for 1, 2, 3, Three big mistakes. Should always count down. It's mental. 2 more. All right, this time I want you to pull in, extend it out, lower, lift. Pull, reach, 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 lower. Lower lift. Pull, reach, lower, lift. 1. All right, you're gonna pull in, push your hand back, and extend the arm, the leg forward. So, here, pull, extend. Reach, pull, palm back, leg forward. Reach, pull. Stay lifted. So you're not bending this elbow, you're not sinking down. Pull. Reach, pull. Stand out towards the camera. Towards me. Towards whatever's in front of you, right? 2 more. Last one. All right, between sides. I want you to come back to tabletop. I want you to round back into a cat. Not cow. Come back to the neutral spine. Deep breath in, round into cat. Come back to the neutral spine. Straight around to the other side. So the toes tucked back here for balance. Palm down, right below your shoulder. Extending that leg out. Reaching the arm out. 3, 2, 1, go. We're gonna pull in and extend. Breathe and extend. Exhale, squeezing the abs. So you should really feel that not only in the center abs, but huge in your obliques here. Let's do that 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna pull it in again, extend it out, lower, lift. Or some combination thereof. If you watched my last set on the other side. Pull, reach, extend, lower, lift. Pull, reach, extend, lower, lift. 3, 2, and 1. So remember this one is you're going to pull in, our hand's going to pass and extend back, and our leg moves out to the front. So reach, pull, extend, reach, pull, extend. You don't have to look behind you, but why not? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come down to a tabletop position again. This time, cat and cow. Take a deep breath and rounding into cat. Knees on the belly in, separate the shoulder blades, and then sink the belly button. Round into cat. Reverse and into cow. All right, we're going to walk the hands out. Tuck the toes. A little bit of yoga that we're going to blend in, other than cat and cow, right? Or in Chaturanga Push-Ups. We're going to drop the head down, relax the neck. We're going to lift the hips up. Same thing here with that. And pedal it out. And then you're going to widen that down dog stance. You're going to come forward into a high plank with your eyes forward. Take your right hand and reach it towards your left foot. And then we're going to alternate left hand towards the right foot. High plank, reach, high plank, reach, reach, and reach, and reach, and reach again. And we're going to do 4 more sets. So 1 and 2 is 1 set. 2 and 2, 2 sets. You've got one more each side. Right here and right here. Let's bend the knees, jump forward, cross the feet, and have a seat. Uncross the feet. You can use a weight, but you don't have to. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang on to a weight, or if you don't want to use the weight, you can just reach the arms forward. I'm going to keep one foot flat on the floor. I'm going to extend the other leg out. I'm going to reach the weight or the fingers without the weight toward that foot. I'm going to tuck the hips so that Pilates scoop pulling the belly button in. I'm going to lay down until the shoulder blades almost start to touch. And I'm going to lift right back up. So control and lower and lift. Control and lower and lift. You want to add a little extra challenge to it. You can bring the arms up overhead and lift. Just do it this speed, especially if you're bringing those arms overhead. You don't want to just throw the arms forward to try and lift up. You want to use your core strength to lift and reach. Give that 2 more here. And remember, the arm over the head is just an option. Before we switch to the other side, we're going to set the weight down if you have it. We're going to bring the knees together, heels close to your seat, and sit up really tall, chest to thighs. Wrap the arms around really tight. You're going to squeeze, press the chest to thighs, shoulders down. Sit up really straight and tall still. Excellent for your mid and low back. And I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to start the opposite foot out. Grab the weight, it's using the other side. You got to be balanced. Use on the other side. You got to use it on this one. Reach, control, lower. So remember, you don't have to bring the weight overhead. You can just continue to reach forward as you come up. But it is an option. So I'm going to do the last 4 with that option. One more. Let that weight down. Knees together, feet close to the seat. Chest to thighs. Wrap it up really tight. Squeeze in. So squeeze the knees in, chest to thighs. For those of you that have room to go right. It's still possible. You can come down here or up here. Alright, so let's grab the knees and roll it down to your back. Extend. One leg up. Doesn't matter which one, we do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to extend up my right and extend out my left. I'm going to keep that little tuck the hips and my low back tucked into the mat. Bring the palms facing one another. And open. Lift the head up, hold the tempo right there. Move forward. So I'm going to keep my right leg reaching out, my left leg reaching out. Then I'm going to reach my hands towards the end of my mat. And I'm going to reach up and lower. I'm going to pull up and lower. Pull up and lower. So I'm going to really keep reaching long with the right leg and long with the left leg. And 3, and 2, and 1. Lay everything back. Pull the knees in, let their hips come up. Trade out the legs. Palms face the ceiling. Reach towards the end of the mat. Chin towards the chest. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Lift. Really engage your core here. Control and lower. It's not unusual to feel fatigue in the mid and low back. Or mid and low. It's working your back muscle just as much as your abs. 2 more. And lean down, bring the knees in. This time keep the feet together, knees wider. As you draw the knees in towards the chest, let the hips come up. That should give you a nice release on the mid and low back. Alright guys, hang on to the knees, swing the feet overhead. Come all the way up to stand. I'm going to grab those weights again. And that slider towel. I'm going to start with the leg out to the side. And you're going to cross to a curtsy lunge behind. When you do, I'm gonna do a tricep kickback. And we're gonna do 8 to start with 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the slider go. You're gonna step it back to a curtsy lunge. So step back, out to the side. Curtsy, curtsy, and kick back. So I'm keeping the upper arm squeezing close to my body, kicking the weights back. 3, 2, and 1. So and then I'm going to do a curtsy lunge. I'm going to step this foot down, and as I lower the weights, I'm going to sweep this leg forward in an attitude lift. So you don't have to take dance to know. An attitude lift just means the knees can be out to the side, and you're going to lift. So it's going to be a curtsy lunge, kick back, plant, lift. Curtsy lunge, kick back, and lift. Back, lift. Kick back. And if the crossing of the curtsy lunge is too much, your knees aren't happy, or it's just too much to keep in your head, no problem. Just do a reverse lunge, step, and lift. Reverse lunge, and lift. So either way, curtsy lunge or regular reverse lunge. Kick back, and lift. Kick back, and lift. Kick back, and we're going to do 2 more here. 2, and lift. 1, and lift. We're going to trade it out to the other side, but remember we have to use this first set on this leg too. So it's a curtsy lunge with the slider. So we're going to start with out to the side, tricep kickback. Set at 8. So we've got 8, 7, 6. I'm keeping the upper arms close to my body and just kicking back the lower. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toss that slider away. Curtsy lunge, without the slider, just gonna step it back. Same thing with the arms. So tricep kickbacks. Squeeze, keeping the shoulders away from your ears. Neck nice and long. Abs pulled in. 3, 2, and 1. So remember this one is kick back, curtsy lunge. Step that foot down. Extend the leg up. So curtsy lunge, opposite leg. Curtsy lunge, lift. I'm thinking to myself, I already did that leg. Curtsy lunge, plant, lift. Here we go. 8. You're like, I already did 3. That's okay. It's good for you. 3, 4, and lift. As you lift that leg to the front, pull the belly in. Engaging your core will give you that balance. 2 more. 1 more. Use these. Take it back down to the mat. Palms down, bear hold. So the knees are right below the hips, toes are tucked, belly's pulled up and in. Lift up into that bear hold. So on your bear hold, you don't want to be looking back here. You don't want to be looking right here. Look out beyond your fingers or right to the edge of your mat. However, just an inch or 2 above the mat. Kind of squeeze the finger pads into the mat so you're not pushing all that weight into the heels of your hands. Now from your bear hold, I want you to extend your right leg out. Pull it back to the bear hold, no knee on the mat. Extend the left. Back to the bear hold, right, left. Remember your eye gaze is out in front of your fingertips or at the edge of your mat. Occasionally glancing to make sure that your knees come back right under the hips. Stay lifted up and out of the shoulders. Grabbing the finger pads into the mat. And then lower the knees. All right. Flip it over to your seats. Grabbing the knees, pulling the belly in, roll it back, but hang on to the knees. Roll it back farther, but hang on to the knees. So what you're doing is a really good stretch between the shoulder blades. Draw the chin in towards the chest. And come right back up. You can grab a weight, but you can also do it without. What you're going to do is similar but different to what you just did. So you're going to roll it back, and as you come up, this leg is going to lift, elbow comes to the knee. Bring it down, and lift. And lift. And lift. So elbow towards the knee, taking the weight out to the side. My shoulders stay elevated. Maybe even the shoulder blades, but if they touch, it's okay. Just keep the shoulders lifted. 2. And 1. Same thing, other side. Remember, you're putting the foot back down. So let's roll it up. Elbow to knee. Set the foot down. Elbow to knee. Elbow to knee. And let's do 4 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. 2. And 1. Wait. Sit up nice and tall. Drop the shoulders back. And then elbows out, round the spine. Roll it all the way down to your back. Draw the knees in towards your chest, let the hips come up. And as you unroll it, bring the feet the width of the mat. Bring the hands behind your head. Elbows wide. Push your head into your hands, your hands into your head, so you're supporting your neck. You're going to bring your left foot up. Cross it over and tap on top of your right. Bring it out to the side and lower it down. The whole time my head is lifted. I'm not looking towards my toes, I'm looking up to the sky. So lift, tap, out, down. Lift, tap, out, down. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Lift, tap, out, down. Lift, tap, out, down. Lift, tap, out, down. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And the same amount on the other side, which was 12. So you've got 8 more, guys. 8. Keep that engagement here. Keep those shoulders lifted. And lower down. Take a deep breath in. Bring your arms all the way up overhead. Breathe in again with the chest. Reach the arms out a little farther. Really stretching, lengthen the abs. Keep the arms the width of the mat and the feet. So as you lift up, I'm going to push the back of the left of my hand, the back of my left hand into the mat. And I'm going to reach up towards my left foot with my right arm. And then I'm going to come right back down to a hover and reach. So the back of my left hand and the back of my right heel are pushing into the mat as I reach across with my right arm to my left leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push the back of the right hand in the mat and the left heel. Here we go, same thing, other side. Lift and reach. When you lower, it's to a hover. So actively push the back of the right hand into the floor and the back of the left heel. 3 more times, guys. 3, 2, and 1. All right, draw the knees in. Bring the head towards the knees. You're going to reach the arms out and the feet out to a wide V. And then you're going to scoop everything in. So pull it in, come out to a V, sweep the arms, and the legs up. And move towards the legs. So like a little ball, reach out to a V and sweep. Like a little ball, reach out to a V and sweep. Like a little ball, reach, sweep. Keeping the core engaged, you keep that Pilates scoop, allowing you to press the low back into the mat the whole time. Reach and squeeze. Tight little ball. Reach. One more. Tight little ball. Reach and squeeze. Bring the knees in. All right. Hang on to the knees. Swing the feet overhead. Rock it up. Keep the feet together. The knees a little wider. Hands on top of the knees. We're going to tuck the hips, roll back, and come right back up. And when we come up, we're going to reach the feet out by pulling against the knees and pushing the knees against the hands. So we're going to tuck and roll, come right back up. And lift the feet. Tuck and roll, and lift. Tuck and roll, and lift. Tuck and roll. Just a modified version of rolling like a ball, and lift. Tuck and roll, and lift. Tuck and roll, and lift. Two more. Tuck and roll, and lift. Tuck and roll, and lift. All right. Let's come center of your mat. Feet out in front, hip to sit. Sit up nice and tall. Extend the arms out, lowering the shoulders. We're gonna roll back by first tucking the hips and trying to put the very back of your hip and then the smaller back into the mat and gingerly, slowly control, roll all the way back down. So control and lower. Tuck the hip, lift up, and instead of where you started, I want you to end right here. So start to tuck, bring the arms overhead, breathe in, breathe out, lift, and tuck. Nice and tall, reach. You're warmed up enough now that you should really be able to reach forward enough to feel that nice lengthening stretch in the hamstrings and the low back. Tuck and scoop. And lift and reach. Tuck and scoop. And lift and reach. One more time. All right, you're almost done. I'm going to do a little bit more core, forearm. So flip it over. You won't need this side. So in a forearm plank, right? I want you to lift the hips and push them towards the back of your mat. And then I want you to shift forward into that forearm plank again. Lift the hips and reach the heels back. So basically you're going from a forearm plank to a very modified dolphin. So you don't want to dip the hips. Come back to the plank. So lift, push the heels. Rock forward on the toes, plank. Lift, push the heels. Come forward to that plank. Don't let the hips dip to the mat. Lift, really reach the heels back, stretch the calves, and then come forward into that. Let's do two more. All right, let's bring the knees down, bring the hands in. We're going to come up to that bear hold one more time, like so. I want you to bring one knee in and extend back. Come back to that bear, bring the knee in, send the leg back, and lift. So bring the knee in, the opposite leg is just coming to that bear hold, and lift. towards the end of your mat, look towards the front of your mat. Look towards the end of your mat, look towards the front of your mat. Pull the belly up and in, right here. For 4, for 3, 2, one more, guys. Come back down. Both knees on the mat. I want you to extend the leg that was on the mat, the one that's hovering. Reach back for the foot and pull in. If you want to keep the knee on the floor, you can, or you can lift it up for a little deeper stretch. You can even push your foot into your hand for a little deeper stretch in the shoulder as well. But primarily I want you to bring that foot in so you can feel that in the front of your thigh. So we're going to release. We're going to come back to that bear hold and do the exact same thing on the other leg. So we're going to tuck the toes. We're in that bear hold. We're going to bring the opposite knee in and lift and extend. Bear hold, knee in, lift and extend. Kind of squeezing the finger pads into the mat. You're not leaning right or left. You're staying centered when you come back to that bear hold. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down. So this thigh you need to stretch this time. So we're going to reach around. Pull it towards the feet. Then if you want to push that hand, push the foot into the hand for a little bit more of a shoulder stretch. And then we're going to lay all the way down on our belly. Cross the hands here. You can use your rest your chin. Bring the feet the width of your mat. Bend the knees. Bring the bottom of your feet together and lift. So from here, I want you to hold that lift and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the legs out, extend the arms out. Press your left palm into the floor and the top of your right foot. Lift the right arm, left leg. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So lower and lift. So squeeze the low back and behind the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it out. Press the right palm into the mat and the top of your left foot. Lift and lower. Keep the arm and legs nice and long. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the toes, push up, sit back. For a tuck-toed child's pose. One more deep breath in and out. hand actively into my left knee, and my knee into my hand. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay it back, bring the knees in. Right knee, pushing the right hand pushing the right knee. So really push and engage. You'll feel the engagement here. And then when you bring the head up, you'll feel it even more. So bring the left hand out and the left leg out. And pull in. Extend and pull in. So when I extend the arm and leg out, I'm pushing this hand and knee into one another even more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay it down, draw the knees in, let the hips come up. On the spine. And then this time, bring the feet up. Knees apart the width of your shoulders for happy baby. So you can either reach for the toes, ankles, lower legs, sides of the feet, or if your flexibility allows, my favorite is to bring my arms inside and wrap them around and grab onto the feet. So it allows me to curl down a little bit and get a little bit better stretch on the hip and the seat. So you can roll it back as much as you want, or you can stay right here. It's a stretch, not a competition to see who looks more like a baby when they're doing a happy baby. Sides. I'm not sure what that means. Babies all look different anyway. All right. Let's extend the legs all the way out. Now arms stay overhead. Take a breath in, reach the fingers out, reach the heels out. Take a little lift to the chest. And bring the arms down to the side. Bring the knees in. Let's swing it all the way up. All the way up to stand. Let's bring the feet wide. Bring the hands right inside the knees. Take a deep breath in and round into a standing cat. Reverse into a standing cow. Round into a standing cat. One more time into that standing cow. Keep your hand inside the knee and drop the shoulder across. A little pressure inside the knee. And come back to center. So by keeping that tiny bit of pressure inside the knee and dropping the shoulder across, just feel a really nice stretch across your back, all the way across. We're going to come back to the center and drop the head down, round the back, roll it up. Do that again. So hands here, chest forward, flat back, round the back, roll it up. Do that one more time, and this time we're going to stay down. Release the hands. Shake your head no. Grab opposite elbows. Take a little shift side to side with the shoulders and the hips. Maybe a little sway. And then stop in the center and release the elbows. Heel toes feet in. And very slowly pull it all the way up. Let's reach the arms up overhead. And slowly bring them down. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, arms up. This time just lower the left arm. Slight bend to the knees. Breathe in, reach up with the right arm, and reach over and slide the left arm towards the floor. Relax your head and neck. Take your right arm and reach up. And bring it right back down. Breathe in, both arms up. Lower the right arm, bend the knees. Breathe in, reach up with the left. Reach up and over with the left. Reach down with the right arm. Relax the head and neck. Let your left arm reach and draw you all the way back up. Widen the stance. Let's take 2 big deep breaths in. Breathe in, arms up overhead. And out. Breathe in, up. And just float the arms back down. Good job. One more energy flow. I hope you enjoyed it. A little energy, create some energy to burn some energy to create some energy. So The mouth and the brain aren't working well today, but the body feels good, and I hope you enjoyed your energy flow.